Okay, this is my lathe. Um, I got it several years back, but I haven't done much of anything. I've turned a few parts and uh, for a business and sold that. So this thing has actually paid for itself already, but it's still a little fun little lathe. Anyways, what I have done is put little plastic film between the working surface. I think I used to have one on this um, surface, but it came off when I had this thing disassembled. This one, as you can see, still has the film, the tape right there, and obviously this one is pretty visible. But it makes the thing go really smooth, and lightly. This thing used to be so tight just to get any kind of smoothness or rigidity to it. But now it's actually rigid. It's rigid enough to make very good cuts. I don't have this thing cranked all the way down just to get it not moving. So it works pretty good now. I think this plastic films are actually helping. I also have it on the saddle right there on both sides, on the flat on that, and on the angle on this. And then underneath here, this little piece mounted by these two bolts here clamps this to this. So that piece clamps underneath here, and that has a piece of plastic in it as well. And on the back side, sorry about my messy lab here. It's underneath here, there's a gib. Where is that thing? I think right there. Oops, where am I pointing? Right there. And that has a strip of plastic as well. Let's see. So this thing moves so light and easy that it's really a big difference between metal to metal surface contact as opposed to one would go in with plastic. I haven't trimmed the plastic here. This is basically just a trial run, but eventually I would like to trim this thing with a piece of razor blade just to cut those extra pieces and they don't get so dirty. I also am probably going to put a piece of plate going this way, just to keep this sections here clear of chips, and this as well. Maybe put a piece of plastic that goes from here to there so that it would what do you call that, so that it would kind of keep this section clear. Right now I have a tendency to just keep this thing as clean as possible. Let's see what else. That's about it for the modification. Now this one turns easy. I don't know, did I have a plastic on this? I thought I did. No, nothing, but it's I have it so that it's adjusted so it's nice and easy. But I've seen a couple of internet videos or YouTube videos with German guys, Stefan Gutzwinter and Robin Renzetti, and they made a solid piece of block of metal in here, eliminating this piece. So that's about a third of the possible rigidity or lack of it. So that's something that I'm planning to do. I just don't have a piece of metal that's going to be big enough. The other thing too is that this thing bottoms out in here, so when I'm trying to use a 1/2 inch bit, it's too high that I can't lower it too much. So when I make that piece, it would actually be this block would be closer to the edge and yet lowered so that this thing can be how would you say this, would be able to fit a 1/2 inch. So I need to lower it, but not so low that because I still have this range here for adjustment from here to there. So that height is about 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8, that I can lower this by 5/8, and then this thing would still be able to accommodate this. I think this is a 1/4 inch bit, and accommodate the 1/2 inch by lowering this thing down. Let's see, but that's one day.